Huh? I mean, you can't roll them. So.
You okay there, Bill?
If we cut the stem off.
Little bump where you focus on the cult.
Make it like a skeleton. Or you could do like the or like the candy rock.
Yeah, rock. Yeah.
Playable edible dice.
Playable edible dice.
Thinking about that,
Playable edible dice.
rolling them on a table and then eating them.
Yeah.
It's
It's like
Roll them
made out of marshmallows.
Make them out marshmallows. They're always landing on sixes. I don't get it.
What would work really good is you got them made out of
Yeah.
Yeah, I made.
Oh, even better too.
I made blue magic.
blue magic.
Yeah.
Raspberry.
Yeah. Yeah, I made rock candy cut with blue color. If I could broke it all up in nice baggies. Give it to it first.
We want the air bumped down one more notch.
What's my name?
And
Heisenberg.
Oh,
Royce
Look at you.
Buck Naked Winchester.
Bill, you're a little scrappy. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, shaved up.
it
You
should
need to
be.
go get
No, it's not bad. Well, home back to rechecks every couple of days. Camping, I should scared. Camping came back. And she had a smart foot. Or it's expensive.
snatch fruit or cancer.
Yeah, she wasn't put weight on it. It was all played out like that. So,
All right.
paralyzed, so it's not-
Oh, you're always trying to fix that broken wing.
I hate it.
You know, I'm up for adoption.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have wallet cancer. Can you help me out with my wallet cancer?
You can adopt me at Ward in the
I thought
alcohol.
your wallet was just a victim of a succubus.
I do need to find a marriage of convenience.
Actually, Calista would tell you that her wallet's a victim of an incubus.
Boy, so the succubus.
We have that going on every now and again.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of our relationship.
Ew.
It's into it, you know.
There's
it works.
some
It works.
dungeon and daddy shit I don't need right now. Just saying.
That sounds like a song.
I'm just
Just
Like,
say it.
dungeon daddy, baby. Gonna get into you, baby. You deep into it.
I was thinking about you DMing the other day.
Don't look at me. it's in there. You can see it. You
The
can,
red wedding's full of them. No, it's kidding.
no, I mean if you
I stopped before with the red one.
probably it's pink. That's about like that.
I gotta at
to
least
me,
watch
that's
the
what
red.
felt-
No, I like the whole thing about the little one becoming an assassin. That was badass.
Yeah,
Arya?
to
Yeah.
me,
Arya was badass.
to me the favorite, what would have been a good ending, was when they defeat what's his name at the end of season 6 of that huge battle.
Yeah.
Not the dark battle, you couldn't see anything, but where they're like being slowly surrounded and the bodies are piling up, you know.
Right.
That was like a classic
Battle of
battle.
I just wish you finished the damn
Something
series.
like that. Battle. It was like the name of the family. That, to me, if they had ended it right there, would have been perfect.
Did you watch the Wheel of Time?
No.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, we watched.
so fucking. We did.
Look at that. Look at this. Look at that of cringe.
I was just trying to determine whether he was serious or not. And I was trying to learn.
Yeah, as usual, he's way out of the camera.
I have trouble watching anything if I
Here's the crazy weight, bro.
Must be my vegetarian meat.
All right, before we get started, you guys want to go through the resources?
Yeah, I need
I'll
to.
do the recap. and we'll go through the resources.
Need to train.
I have a
Or
thought.
refresh.
I have a
I
thought.
think I want to.
You want to refresh?
Yeah.
I think Royce is the only
I
one that
need
came out
drive.
unscathed.
I think drive is refresh.
I know it's other
Well,
people need
I've
to drive
got,
more.
I've got a brain, but it's not. I don't need my brain.
I'm at 1, 2, 3.
I'm not a
I'm
professor.
down
or anything.
5.
Or a fake.
Yeah, I still
The
have.
ones that are like all of our
Oh my God!
hourly
When
people are on
Morgana gets her ass whooped by the security at the corporation, that was great.
Carlos,
Don't forget, Caroline took a shit ton of marks.
he has one in each.
What is a stitch for?
One body. Stitch does body spring and
I thought somebody got a scar. Was
I
it Morgana that got a
would
scar?
like
I was
Stitch,
yeah.
I got the scar.
That's right.
I got messed up.
Oh yeah, she got like
One
worked
bond.
over in the interrogation.
Yeah, they don't like strangers down in that area. Well, no, you, because you were so badly beaten, you tapped into the magical
How
world.
much?
That's what pulled you through.
That's not.
Of course, now you're also yeah,
It's like
staying involved.
so I'm not.
Not
Well, you close to? Are you close to? You're not close to a full circle, though. Right? About halfway through. And then a full circle, everything is refreshed. No, it's in the rules. No, it's in the full rules. Yeah.
How do you make
okay,
it?
so you have that training.
Like you would go up
I didn't
to
know.
someone and go, "Hey, while you're studying your information, don't get high on your own supply."
Is there a die roll?
No, it's just a narrative description.
Or like for your character, you'd be like, "Don't ever touch my house." You don't want to know what'll happen if like you touch my hair. Hey, this place doesn't have fentanyl, does it? No, I'm worried about him already.
Let's do some salvia.
Somebody
It looks like you're
always,
dreaming.
something that
You know what I'm saying? Like,
go
it's
on.
like this, like your neck, the face, your head, down here,
Only one.
and a lot of your tummy, but like, it looks like you're losing your weight.
Like a milk carton.
Like a, yeah, like a milk
It's like
carton.
it's like when you hang the douchebag on the hook and you watch it slowly drain. So.
It's like when you use your tube of analies.
By the way, it clearly states in my channel description, we are
Mature
adult rated. We are
audience,
mature
adult
audience.
Adult rated, baby.
Oh, are we live?
All you
We've
12-year-olds
been
watching, you better.
Now, you're supposed to yell out, I can do it
that I
myself.
don't-
I can do it myself. I got 2 ribs taken out.
No teeth. No teeth.
Oh, gee, look how red she is. Look how freaking red she is. Wow.
Give me a
I
big-
had my
Ladies and
ribs
gentlemen, look at
removed
that.
and my teeth removed. I'm ready. I'm ready for a
Yeah,
date.
it's 3 shades extra.
Yeah.
You almost look like Trump
Oh
right
my
now,
God.
except it's pink, not yellow.
Apparently, I got an honorable
Orange,
mention
orange.
today.
Oh, really? Nice.
Regarding the,
Oh, okay.
I think we were talking about our HSA or something.
Oh, my God. There.
Well, bye, folks. Nice
We
knowing
are.
you guys.
I can't top that. So.
And it's over.
So, do we have resources all handed out? Good. In our last chapter, the team had, we don't have a lighthouse name, or we don't have a circle name yet.
No.
Okay.
The unfortunate.
Okay.
Good.
I think we should do the jerk.
How about the circle of jerks? How about the circle of jerks?
No, not circle jerks.
The circle of jerks.
The of makes a big difference.
I mean,
We'll spell it with a Q to make it
like a
cool.
little,
Can you tell them play for a
Circle
few
jerks
weeks
is
or,
trademark.
you know, be our normal stuff?
That's because we're glasses, we need a little handle on the glasses.
Yeah.
The movie.
I don't want to have to spell rhyme every single time. I had a massage spot called Help Rhythm.
RH.
No. Yeah.
See, here you mentioned it, you still spelt it wrong.
You spelled it.
Now write it down.
So
No
in,
rhyme, no
in
rhythm.
chapter 1, the team was brought together down in down in the Hollow Harbor. Down in the Hollow Harbor, a unique mystery was unfolding. Strange deaths were happening, linked to members of Obscura, as well as possible recruits of members of Obscura. But there were very specific targets, and each of these targets, riddles and clues were left behind in regards to the focus or the possible reason why the target was being selected. The team used that opportunity to gain a great deal of information and decided to make their way back to the clinic and rally up there for their next process. Here, they were finally given their chapter house on the borders of the east and the south soffit to allow them access to the majority of the center part of Newfaire. From here, they split up. Morgana taking this opportunity to investigate a corporate entity that seemed to be a possible location of the cleaning chemical or chemicals that were involved in the earlier investigation, while Martha went to the Red Lamp with the others to check in on some of the working women in the Red Lamp and boys, and to see how they were doing. Here, Royce found a familiar bar and a familiar face who was on hard times. And Royce, using his persuasion and charisma and his natural panache for recruiting traumatized people, then successfully recruited this individual. Do you remember his name?
Yes. What's his name?
Went through the protesters. And then Angelica and Jacques, fearing for Morgana's safety, decided to head over into the steel that try to track down what happened to Jacques. They found a very beaten and brutalized Morgana who suffered through a very intense interrogation and was being driven into a back alley, subsequently put down out of their misery. Luckily, Angelica and Jacques went either, While Angelica was ditching the car that was stolen, Doc and Morgana made their way back to the chapter house. Meanwhile, yeah.
No, it's not again. Why is it not?
10 years after the fire.
It's not you. You're not the same person.
That's right. I'm not.
Meanwhile, Professor Reginald was studying the evidence and other information that he gathered. As usual, a little bit of bump of Mother's Little Helper to keep him going. Unfortunately, distracting him from a car jumper, and he then plunged a knife into his belly, threw him onto the sidewalk, and then stole the bus along with all of the paperwork, documentation, and information study.
You're telling me.
Eventually, Martha, fleeing the scene of one of the working houses, her own little nightmare in tow, the strange occurrence of the bloody creature crawling out of the body, frightening the bodyguard, who then spilled out of the second floor to slam down on the concrete below. But I believe the most important part of that was when you came down into the street to leave the body missing. Those of you in the red lamp gathering back over, covering Reginald and heading back to the chapter house. The last one to arrive at the chapter house was Angelica. She had dumped the car and also gained some valuable item in the process. Through her off and off, sometimes on, sometimes off again girlfriend who lives out in the Reek, a very kind of what should we say, slum, scummy, criminal infested environment that people just kind of live off the refuse of the rest of Newfaire. But it's 2 days later. Some of you recovering from wounds after a visit from the lighthouse doctor. But it's more. Breakfast. What would you guys like to do? Are you at the clinic already? Okay. Yeah, you're up and about. I mean, a couple days rest, but you're feeling a little bit better. The medications and things offered by the lighthouse look a little bit more advanced than standard medical processes. So, plus you were given a couple things from doctors that kind of back up as well. Every now and then you have to take a couple days though. But other than back to the Still have your mobility. You've not taken the scar. Oh wait, no, you what did you take the scar? Do you remember what you took the scar? Oh, okay.
Because I can tell you, I can slam them, but you can't fix them.
Did you switch a skill set?
I did.
Okay.
After finding sufficient hiding places in the field for certain items, I would bring down the sword.
Okay.
I'm going to not use the newspaper, taking the other.
Okay. For your contacts.
Yeah,
the
well,
university,
it's
library, and
right.
everything. Okay. I mean, they say that it usually is in the morning. Sometimes.
I'm looking for
But
caves.
these are the trades.
Yeah, looking for.
No, there's
Does it
fog
happen
on
every
top.
6 weeks?
Okay. So I'll say that you and Angelica are down at the breakfast table. You've got 4 wallets for the victims out on the table, and then you're going through the evidence that you've gathered. Okay. Anybody else at the breakfast table at this point?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. Big starting point.
That means I'm big through another year.
Okay. Like grumpy jock comes in. Yeah. What are you doing, Lex?
Where are we at?
At the house, down in the kitchen, having breakfast.
We got back. We got last night.
It's been 2 days.
Oh, it's been 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only person not at the breakfast table is Dr. Martha, but she's currently at the play.
Um.
I,
All right, I'm gonna go downstairs.
I think we maybe
What do we have? Flapjacks?
Normally I do too. Let's look where that got you.
Where's the extra fees?
How many swallows?
You have a free bowl?
It's free.
Oh,
Free.
How many swallows? Yeah, shoot, I wasn't part of that.
Or
Lay 'em out.
they found in my car.
Yeah. Lay them out and then you
I tell them what I found out.
I mean, I-
What was that guy say? Oh, look at all my stuff. Right here. Jack Higgins. No, that was the guy saying.
Can you figure out who that car belongs to?
Bill.
Yeah.
It was some random person that was outside.
Yeah, Aaron Steele.
I thought the color was just a bit.
Different from that he used to be solid.
Yeah, but wasn't it a couple cars?
So I tell you what I.
You may have found it, but I remember that from
Yeah, I don't know. So you two fled in the car that was stolen. You took the officer's car from the
Okay, so you took the.
That was
the car
idling
that
on the
you-
corner.
you were in?
No, I didn't pick the car.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. The car that we
Stole.
I drove and you both jumped in the car. That's the one that we figure out you have to walk to.
It was parked in front of the company.
In front of the company.
Somebody was getting into it.
We left it running.
I feel like he was just running in to drop something off. Yeah.
And take your keys.
What
The other
happened to
part
that?
that car back.
You're supposed to both.
Yeah. No, I left the one with the dead body. You guys, you punched in the face.
That's the one we were talking about.
That car was left. Yeah. I didn't go back for that. There was a dead body there. I didn't.
Yeah, and confused. It's a police car.
It's an undercover.
She was in the group.
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah. That's the one.
No.
We left that one.
They
Yeah, I missed it.
We were
She
supposed
got-
to.
they pulled up in our car, took her out of the trunk of the cop car, and took out.
That's right.
Later, she jumped in the undercover car and took the undercover car and took off.
So the car that we basically picked her up.
Oh my God, we are all
Yeah, that's
confused.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
No,
So
I,
she gets shoved into the boot of a car.
yeah, I remember.
I-
The cop had her.
Jumped in a car.
Yeah, that's
It was
So,
idling.
okay, car A is the one that you stole.
Car
Car
A
B is the one that she was in.
Car A is the one she did.
Car B pulled into an alley and got out to his punch. He punches him in the face, like obliterates his face.
Yeah, caved in its skull.
Caved in. I don't know. Caved
She
in
said,
his
pick a
face.
card, any card.
Sorry, you chose poorly. Yeah. So then he picked her up and then he left the body in car B there. I didn't want to do it. So we left that there. And then left. We got off in the residence, and then I just started
I remember, yeah, I remember him saying that.
That was the one that you really tried.
my car was
We had
nondescript. Dude looked nondescript. I had no idea what he was doing, but he had a bunch of stuff in it, and a bunch of wallets and purses, and what was some belongs to.
So that was not another thing.
Right, well, no. Yeah, no.
Okay.
When she
Because I remember the scrapper that we typically super fast.
well, yeah, because not
No,
imagine
no,
all
because
the hydrogen.
because it because it's another color. Oh,
We talked to
no.
I'll play it.
Okay. And it was just a random part.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
So long ago.
Actually, as she's describing this to you, Reginald, give me a focus.
Remind me how we do this.
Roll,
I have 2 dots and a diamond.
roll
One
diamond pink gilded. 2 dots and 2 dots. What is everyone
Two, both 6s and 2.
Okay.
Nah.
If you're missing a drive,
Not in that.
There's 2 things that you pick up on. Right. Morgana was taken to a place called the Pit. These are little interrogation rooms that people are taken to throughout Newfaire. That they're referred to that. So they're called the Pit, but they're all throughout the city. There's a gentleman that you know goes by the name of Gabriel Oliver. You know him to be the commissioner of the periphery, and you were recently doing some study on a group called the Patriotic League. And what Morgana went through sounds a lot like the way the Patriotic League enforces their rules.
patriotic life.
Patriotic League.
So they're
No, he's the commissioner of the periphery. He
No,
runs
he's
cops in the city.
he's the police chief, and the Patriotic League is
Patriotic League is a very unknown, mysterious organization. It's believed they're usually hired to do thug work. And they're probably being hired by the company that Morgana went to invest. The only reason you know this is that during your time at the academy, you have done some criminal stuff. And there's some strange things that go on. And before you lost interest in that and switched over to engineering and medical stuff, it just kind of rings a bell the way Morgana described what happened.
are the pits run by the police?
They can be, it depends. Sometimes they're used by them. Sometimes they're used by other little clandestine organizations that pay for action.
You didn't give you a chance to swing them there.
Sound like he was with the pits. Oh, one of them.
I was like, they kept talking about the union and people coming in and having been taking care of people.
It's hired security in common part of it. So, what it sounds
You
like.
got to hear what I heard.
What you hear?
Well, and it was all the guy used to, basically give me information on things I needed from time to time. We had a pretty good relationship. Anyway, I haven't seen him in a while. When I stopped when he stopped at that bar to drop us off, I stayed around and I saw him, so I talked to him. He's drunk now, but I think I got him on the street now. But anyway, he told me he was basically pretty screwed up in the head because he was doing a job moving barrels in the truck to the dock. And he said normally they stay in the truck and they let other people load it and the whole 9 yards, but I guess one time he got out or something, take a piss or whatever, and he heard someone inside the barrel screaming for help. They put these barrels on a fish processing ship called the Green Speed, right? Okay. And thought that was pretty interesting. And it's called,
Give me a poke.
Me?
Yep. Warhammer deck.
You want to focus?
Take a look at the documents and see if there's any pattern that can be seen.
Or you don't know if it'll be helpful, but there is someone that you know that could get you an introduction to the harbor commission. And they might be able to give you information about it. Get an introduction. You have to lean on one year. I'm sorry. Contact.
I don't know how big this is, man. He knows what. If I start asking questions, I'll give it a try because I think I got a way to.
That's if they make their record.
The comings and goings for sure. Well, things that way for the food. Yeah.
Stop trying to cheat.
All of them up.
He's trying to cheat. I'm messing with you.
Really?
No, not you. One bag of 70. Where's your other big ass thing? Hey, I'll get the Dockside. Bag of Oh,
You wasted it.
whoops.
Martha, can you
Yeah,
read
you
the
look
more?
at new parachute.
What are we rolling for? Are you rolling?
Crabs.
Crabs. You're rolling for crabs?
All the bad
Pretty
ones.
good.
Yeah. I'm an ointment.
Dude, I wasted
Cocaine and a pink lighter.
Jesus.
As you take,
Butterfinger.
what transportation do you use to get to the club? You take public or it would be a 10-minute bus ride to get there.
Around
Or trolley ride. Mostly trolleys.
a bag of dice with 2 dice and 2 round dice in it.
Okay.
Would be a problem.
Your trolley ride over to your clinic, the trolley is unusually light in traffic, or in pedestrian traffic. Not a lot of people. A little strange. You get to your clinic, and there's already somebody waiting out in front of the truck. You would know her. She seems familiar to you. She goes by the name of Eudora Grimsby. E-U-D. E-U-D-O-R-A. Eudora, and her last name Grimsby. She's a tailor. She works out of her house. You can see that she has bandages on her hands. Give me a focus. Give me a focus. She looks familiar in the sense that she's been to your clinic. Two.
Oh, come on.
You come up to the clinic and you kind of briefly look and focus on her hands. You can see dried blood on the bandages, almost like she's been cut. Hard to know for sure. She sees you staring at her hand. She just kind of, in a kind of like shameful way, kind of like takes her purse and covers up her hand. Doctor, I'm sorry to bother you so early in the morning. I know you're not open yet, but I'm wondering if I could have a yeah, she goes inside and she just kind of stands there, kind of patiently looking around, waiting for you to tell her what to do. Oh, okay. Give me a reset as you try to calm her down. She breathes. And she's sitting on the bed and she looks up at you. A small worm crosses her eye. It flicks across her eye, and she takes a breath. And you're like, and you're just like, and she, oh, sorry, Doctor, something's wrong. You seem startled. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyways, I was staying last night. My cat became very agitated and scratched at my hands. I was, if you could rebandage them and see if any stitch to them. Sure, read.
You are dry because I don't have to walk and dry and I'm sucking on my road. That is
As she's telling you the story, there's a hidden smile as she's telling the story. You look and you notice that the wrappings on her hands, those move.
Jump her hands off.
Are you sure my contact didn't seem so hesitant? I mean, I just need you to, like, bring her hands up towards you. I need you to look at them and help me. Doctor, of course. She slowly stands up off the bed. No, doctor, come here. You can pull a large Give me a sweat.
I'm gonna get the others.
alcohol.
Alcohol.
She goes, she looks at the bed, she looks at you. Oh, I just remembered I had an appointment. Thank you, dear. Bye-bye. And she turns and there's a bloody handprint on the door and she pushes it open. And then she looks up and down the street and then she just kind of walks away. Yes, you know that she died.
Throwing worms in her belly. I'm gonna throw something. I'm gonna throw something at them.
Oh,
I
balls. You fall
come
asleep
on,
as soon as
come
the
on.
fly part.
My ass, you're falling.
You're the only person I know that will fall asleep while it's dead. You know that she doesn't do too well, so she lives in a place called the Shrivel Line. It's kind of a rundown, lower class area. And the Shrivel Line is on the far north side of there. Good hour's drive. From the red light?
The hideaway? How far is that from the hideaway?
The red lamp's in the center. Maybe. Yeah, depending on traffic on the day.
I mean, probably 6 hours by one.
That's only because they just think you don't want.
They don't have phones.
Oh, just me.
Phones just got it. We're barely there around. The last chapter house. Yeah. In the last chapter house. We're not at the chapter house.
Oh, it was just me.
All right, so what are the rest of you doing this morning?
You're going over the wallet.
Okay.
The shelter.
You both can give me a focus.
I'm kind of watching them.
Reginald, you can give me a focus. Hey, Reginald.
I mean,
Hey, Reginald.
Yeah,
You can give me a focus.
probably not going to be any good. Oh, a 6 and a 3, so that's a
Okay, and then I will do it too.
5 and a 4.
Okay.
Focus.
I'm gonna see if I can find hidden things I need.
Okay.
And I also wanted to check to see if there's any patterns in the crap that was left in the wall. It's missing. It's in the money.
I would say the one thing that you notice, and then you would kind of take a hint from O'Connor at the time. While these are for the murder victims' wallets or whatever carrying devices that they use for their identification, purses, whatever, they're intact. Their IDs are there. There's money in there.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's missing. The wallets of purses are intact, except there's just no money. I would say also with the professor's role, he would point out that they all have little kind of sprinklings of blood on them as well.
Do I know anyone at the university?
It's a microscope.
It's lenses. So
Like
very
glasses.
tiny images, much larger things. Tiny things.
Or
It's the study of rooftop down on the reflexology.
Well, just like we did with the warehouse, like it's pretty much powder. Find things.
Don't get him started on powder.
I'm sorry, what was that?
We can sprinkle some powder.
No, you wouldn't be able to do that.
The things
If you need
oh.
stuff research, you have to take
Oh
it to
no,
the
I was
medical lab.
considering that. You can look that up. You put something in the blood.
Or you can look at the white. It's good.
Or the house man who's got like a app symbol in the house like that. That's just like kind of look at it.
He's actually got one up in your guys' sitting room
Okay.
where the chapter house library will have a full map.
Maybe we
Okay.
could more
Yeah, that's what
their bodies were discovered.
No, not so much for their bodies were discovered. I wanted to look at where, because we don't have to use that from what Emmer gave us, but their IDs would have the addresses for the family where each one came from and maybe talk to the family.
we put like a person marker from where they live, and it's like that marker from where they died, and the ground.
Yes, we can draw a radius around them, see how far away they
And then
live
you
from
mark
the
the
ground.
one. They make copies. And
I would suggest they also find their place in the work.
yeah, when was the
They're specific. Where they usually work.
road captain?
Perhaps they were taking along the route from their home to their workplace.
They were also
Eventually, all the crime scenes discovered. In the homicide. And they were always discovered during the plot. Nothing really indicating their personal. Just their home. No real calling cards to be stored.
Is all of the documentation we were getting by
Well, it's in the bus. You can do on the research. Yeah.
How these all, you might line them all up to or do all of them have similar, are they totally random with the people, or do they all look like the same?
Do a set. Do look at all the addresses and look at the map that's up on the wall.
I have nothing.
And some.
Oh, I was.
One. I mean, nothing seems to be a pattern.
All right. Okay.
I had score.
Who's the investigator here?
6 and a 2.
Instead of two?
It's either 6 and a 3, 6 and a 3.
Yeah.
That's kind of
No pattern. Are you checking for a pattern as well?
looking, and I did you get copies? Can we get copies of the documentation?
Well, I'm just okay to name that we must have stolen, but all the
Yes.
Nazis in it.
Yes.
Some point.
Well, I mean,
Wait a minute, our bus got stolen with all of our documents in it? Or you would
I was in the bus studying everything. I got stabbed and and I think that I would have let this
I'm gonna call Phil.
the day of. I wouldn't wait 2 days to say, hey, the bus is stolen.
What's that guy look like? That jacket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me a description of the guy that jacked.
Okay. Yeah. What are you trying to do?
Okay.
Try to see if there's a pattern.
Well, yeah. Well, retro the bus. Lot. Okay. Obviously, that's going to but yeah, I wanted to find out the business, and find out the residences,
Okay.
where they were taken.
Start with a survey. Survey the map.
Okay. You want to help?
No, it's not.
Before you roll it.
Survey?
Oh, survey, I'm good at. Yeah.
Nope, I'm done. I'm giving you a bribe. You see that?
Well, no, you know what we do? I always re-roll the ones.
You see that?
Wow.
Yeah. You do not see any kind of pattern.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
You see kind of a pattern, but as you're thinking about contacting Phil, you see a very specific pattern in their actions. All of them live in the same district. They all live on the border of the scheme over by the Silver Cliff. They're working class neighborhood area. All their addresses are tenements from that area. The other thing is that they're all very much working class, like jobs that they do. There's a good chance with each one's specific job that they do, they may be in the same business. You do know for a fact that down in the triple line, the border of the triple line, right next to the back side of the Hollis Harbor, there is like a kind of mid-tier manufacturing. Sounds like where they keep frying. But puts it relatively close to all their locations. It sounds like they're from the same area. That could be a connection. Are you killing anybody else?
Yeah.
In the locations that they were, would that have been as like a justifiable for them?
No, they shouldn't have been in that part of the Hollis Harbor at all. They would have no reason to go.
What was the place called?
The steam. The border of the steam and the triple line.
So I bring that up to the person. Hey, guys, if you really think about it, depending on everything that these people did for a living, they would have no reason to be where they were. Well, where they found.
They all go to the same spot.
Different parts of the Hollis Harbor. And according to what Emmerich had in dossier, which he thought you end up calling Emmerich to report what happened to the bus.
No, I would tell Marcus immediately.
Okay. All right.
We need to get in touch and we need to go.
How long was it?
Based on the dossier that investigated, there was usually a 48-hour period of being reported missing and found. They were always found in areas right after the fog.
Well, first of all, I'm going to get for us with it.
Martha, I just got the lots of things that was
Taken 40 years missing. Well,
27, well, that's what Martha went through studying for more. About 7 times.
someone goes missing. I will have that. I will have that.
The 5 be here or not. No issues. And they have the copies. Well, yes. Listen, I've also acquired a new bag for you. In a couple of days. I know. By the way, you were probably donating about his college jacket and steel. Missing opportunities and stuff. No? No. I wonder if ESP Brown in the guy. Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm not. He closes the door. Walking next door to the car, walking in the car. He stares like the door for a moment, shakes his head, and points to the driver to drive on. Takes off.
Well, there was the one who was coming to get me, and then there was the guy. We got hit. We hit him.
Was the driver.
Okay.
There were two that dragged it out of the pit and put it in the car. Yeah.
There's only one person in charge before them who grabbed her. Yeah. Yeah.
Not when it's in the boot of the car.
You said it was pressure.
Right. You pick up the phone and then a little water. Phil picks it.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
You doing over there?
You know what? Carla, a spare room. I'm not quite sure.
You're sober now?
I am. I would say you want to keep it clean, keep it near you, and keep your eye on it.
That's a person.
I'm safe. I'm okay. Bye. What's up? What do you need?
What are you talking?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
He's like, okay.
Hey, do you know about oh,
The borders of steam is
steam and chill line?
Oh, yeah, that kind of a working class neighborhood to me. Come and go and live there where they work. What's alive? What's up?
You know, you told me that. No, I'm looking at it.
Oh. Getting that serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
My friends going around. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you want me to look? Where do you want me to start?
Check out these addresses and these are great.
Spend a few minutes.
See if you can find out if it works in, find out about you. Yeah, yeah, see if you find out anything about missing people. I know, they're all
It's gonna happen. I mean, you could always.
I mean, besides, you
You
know,
could always check in on the hobble. Plant.
well, you know, it's not everything.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I'll ask her.
You know, anything suspicious going on, just tell me to see on anything.
Yeah, makes sense.
Get on money?
Yeah, I'm good. Again, how do I get a hold of you? How do I find you?
Call this number.
Okay. Yep. Whatever it is.
I'm gonna say
Not to put things together.
Sunday, as you know. But you said every time it happens, it's problem.
Was it 28 minutes?
It feels like there's always files involved in the discovery of the document. Yeah.
Every 28 days, blood is cool. Whatever, you know. Every time you think it's bloody
So
slow.
older reports, like decades past. What's the first recording of this song?
I mean, you'll have to go to the library and do research.
And I'll do that too. I'll do it on maybe this fog is still around 4.
I may not let you two sit together. That may be the problem. I know you do. No.
It'll still be, but we'll have to do it louder and you'll not like it. Nobody wants it.
And you'll not like it.
Yeah, you won't like it.
No balls.
I'm gonna go.
When you go to the library. Okay. Well, that library is limited. Newfaire library would be more information.
I'm not going to lose. I would
Guys,
like someone
considering
with
everything
muscle
that's
to come
going
along.
on, maybe we need to go flush the doctor. I'll just
She's gonna get us all
let
killed.
it. We need to-
So where everybody's heading? The library?
The library! This. Well, no, it's not. It's like a boat.
I got you covered.
So before you pile into the new Manic bus, heading over to Newfaire Library, and so you go and pull up in front of the clinic, and you hear the door bell and you comes in. Okay. Okay.
I'll just put him right in here.
Yeah.
I'll put him right in my pocket. Yeah.
Bandolier. You have a bandolier that's full of sedative needles.
Whoops, goes right in the foot. Oh.
You pull them out like throwing knives.
Yeah.
And all I can see is the Tim Conway dentist skit.
Like as you come in, she's sitting in her back office, drinking tea, and she looks rattled.
I have no idea if I'm walking in. Well, no, it's not my baby. Okay. Looking around. Do you
Nobody's
see the
here.
bloody
The clinic's
handprint?
empty.
It's still. The bloody handprint off it.
Yeah, it's still on the door.
Okay. Well, I mean, they're not mutually exclusive, so it could be used for either of those. So the group's going to the library. You want to go? Actually, yeah. Let's go to what? You walk up?
She's going through the ritual of locking up. So she goes out to the front.
I walk
You're-
up to the door.
Yeah, you're kind of lingering by the door.
Looking for something.
As two of you are near the front of the clinic, you both hear something clatter in the back. Storage. Kind of like maybe something bumped the ramp.
Rats around here a bit. Shall we go? Okay,
We're gonna stab.
I'm gonna go step.
Keep the place fun.
Put it in the back of the
Yeah, like try what she stole for the fire. The door to that room is closed, but you definitely heard the fire. You can see it in our office. Probably back door like that. But it would be locked.
Fighting. Ignore it. You can at least poke her head in the window.
If you guys come back into our office slowly, pull out your gun, and you're beginning to feel that familiar terror that you felt back to the red thing. Both of you give me a service. Great. The door's closed. Who's opening the door? So she stands up to the side. She turns the handle, slowly pushing it in. You look through, and it's the storage room. You can see all the boxes and medical equipment, and probably the wood boxes are filled with like equipment and stuff. But the box that was knocked over, it looks like it's on the ground. The lid is broken open. The box is maybe a medium-sized wooden box, or crate would be a more valid way of describing it. Well, it's at that moment that you kind of look past her and kind of like see what she's looking at. While everything else looks familiar to you, the box that fell over does not look familiar to you. And on the side of it, it says Delivery LTD, and below the Delivery LTD, it says Bring It.
Limited.
Yeah.
You may know that that's the trip. Isn't that the trip?
Yeah, that's
Green's Peak.
Delivery Limited Greenlee is, you both know it. It's an emporium, and it's owned by a corporation that goes by Green's Peak Limited. And as you're like staring at it, you see a shadow of a cat. That the shadow of the cat kind of glances against the wall, and you can swear the shadow kind of looked at you briefly, and the cat just kind of disappears deeper into the storage room. And that's when you look past where the shadow is, you can see perfect little bloody paw prints on the storage room floor, almost like they were laid down in ink.
Now it's you have a cat. You know.
Well, it is hurt.
It is the main thing to do is
Are you guys still outside the room at this point, looking down at the floor?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up.
I mean, you look up, there are interior beams that kind of support the roof line.
Is that from?
Give me a survey. You can give me a focus if you look kind of at the box a little bit more. All right. There's something up there. You can see something.
There's no one above you, right?
Their apartment.
No one's in your apartment? You need to follow.
Go follow it and see if you can take it out. 6 for focus. There's something inside the box. It's like as you're watching her kind of follow in the direction of where she can see the cat up in the rafters, you focus on the box, and the box kind of moves. Bam! As you see the cat jump from one rafter to the other, you hear her pull the trigger. Go ahead and give me a control.
I will use the job.
You can do it. Fine. As you're about to point out to her that there's still something in the box, she pulls the trigger. Something leaping from one rafter to the other gets hit, and it like lands on the ground. It moves slightly, and you look over, and the two of you see a cat, but it has no skin or fur. It's just muscle, tissue, and exposed organs, nothing else. You watch as it gets back up. Give me another control. Dude, it ricochets off of a nearby metal object. You take a bite. As the ricochet shrapnel hits you in the leg on the way back. The cat gets back up. Part of its head is blown open, and you can see these strange worm-like creatures inside of its head. And it starts walking towards the wall, and now vertically up the wall, leaving bloody prints behind. Walking vertically up the wall. It's like a shop,
Yeah.
and then tenants
Yeah,
all on top.
Right, but is
Back
it a
wall.
back wall?
Yes, they share a
No,
wall.
no, put it to the back wall. It's back wall.
It's climbing up a back wall.
It's exterior.
Yeah.
You're worried about your background, man. You're fire away. They never do.
6. Take a moment to aim, and it cracks. You watch as it like hits it right in the neck and upper part of the spine, and it just kind of smears into the wall, and just slowly like into a pile. And you just watch as hundreds of these little thin worms just kind of slither off in a different direction.
No.
And
Yeah.
you two are in the room now, staring down for the names of the cat.
No, I didn't.
You're still at the doorway?
I didn't go close.
Okay.
That cat had no skin and was walking around with his head taped, half gone. I could not
The
go.
box that you found on the ground is still kind of moving. As you watch, it's hundreds of these worm-like creatures come pouring out of the box and into the nooks and crooks and crannies. A few moments goes by as you see that happen, and now you can hear noises in the walls.
We're gonna have to call them.
They have an organization.
We'll call him. We'll call him.
Worm busters. They have worm busters.
So as you two pile into the car, leaving that mess behind, and you're going to catch up with everybody else at the library. Maybe in one of the offices. Maybe the librarian.
Are we on the library or the house library?
Actual, the Newfaire library. Yeah.
Nerd
The
alert!
varnish.
All right.
We're just back.
How many homeless people at the library,
All of them.
Oh,
bro?
not the head library. Head library. Not good. That place is amazing.
Of course you did. Yeah, because they heard, and they heard all the homeless people in your parks, in your streets.
Well, you can say the same thing about downtown where your sister lives. It's not a great neighborhood, but it's right by the police station.
So nobody's gonna hang out there.
Okay.
And all the homeless people on bikes trying to get
Okay.
cars.
What that do you?
So I'll go down to like Western Park, you know, the couple blocks away.
So small.
No, you take your start on the fourth round. So the four of you arrive at the library. So the four of you arrive at the library. It's more of a complex. Newfaire University is on the north end of the complex. The library takes up the central portion of it. More importantly, the premises, the main government building that makes up the premises. Prime Minister is here as well. This is an entirely brand new complex, which we put to the ground part of fire ago. So most of this complex is new as well, which may cause a problem to you in the historical records. Some of those historical records may have been lost. But so you guys are at the Newfaire government complex. So who's going what? Who's doing?
I'm gonna go ask the librarian about their hang on, maybe if they have any
Yeah, no one knows real magic. Yeah.
But it's okay if you say.
No,
Well, you can look for a
Yeah,
cult stuff. Probably.
if you have the quotation mark, it's okay.
You can probably look for. Well, you look for if you want real magic, you look for a cult. And if you want magic, then you look in like
magic for dummies. Sleight of hand for dummies.
how not to get beat up by the police.
So you're heading towards the library.
I'll go with Reginald.
Okay.
I just sit by the front door, get a book off the shelf.
Okay. So as you find a place to sit, kind of grab a random book and give me a high. So I'm gonna see how well you do it.
and maybe not leave the car unlocked.
With all the dogs here.
That one.
I'm very like
Obvious.
Looks upside
I
down.
gotta get out my Bowie knife.
No, you get a table. So the three of you approach the librarian. Kind of a older gentleman, thin, wearing an all black suit, with a kind of like simple white shirt underneath, and spectacles, slightly balding on the front, and kind of looks up from whatever he's doing. Sees the three of you approach. Ooh, hello. Yeah, so if you want to go towards section H and section C, you can find antiquity, hieroglyphics, and communication books. Unfortunately, we have not restocked that part of the library very well. The ability and all, we have to continue to search and find more.
Any information technology?
Nothing missing, unfortunately, in that regard.
Point me out to the research reflections.
Oh, yes. Oddly enough, plenty of that, up to at least 10 years. Go back to the chambers back up here. We'll have at least a 10-year archive. Unfortunately, I have nothing before the fire. The fire has been 10 years down. And, oh, Professor Reginald, good to see you again. Are you a normal office, or do you require the media center? What
No, I'm just my normal office.
very well.
And I'm doing this service.
Oh.
I've been speaking with a correlating weather phenomenon with movements.
Oh, well, you can go back to the geology and the weather reports, and then we can keep back in the other room back there. If you like, I can have some.
They're coming from going physical.
Oh,
The shipping one.
oh, the shipping lock, of course. Fortunately for you, we don't normally keep those, but the commissioner of docks had decided that with the happening of the fire some 4 years ago, it could happen in 2 places at the same time. So we now keep the copies. The original sit down in the commissioner's office. But we have to do about every 3 years documentation. Thank you. Thank you. If you'd like, I can have one of the students and part those to you in the office.
That would be
Hey, what? And kind of glaze over stuff before. Yeah, first. Give me focus, and give me a sense. You look good. Okay.
only good.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't know.
So as the three of you break off into your little groups to go do your research and your study, as you sit up front, the door chime. You kind of lose focus for a bit. You just kind of like you keep turning this book around, expecting it to like reveal its secrecy within each guy, and you're kind of for a while there. You're holding it in one hand, and you're like whittling. You're whittling with your Bowie knife on the top of the table. You still don't you smell it. So you're just whining away time at this point.
No, man, I won't. Okay, I'm just.
Yeah, you're just bored, right? You're sitting there, you can see the three of them. They're off in different parts of the library. When you lose track of Professor Reginald, he's further back. You overheard the whole conversation. It's at that point, two very, very well-dressed people come in. Two men. They're wearing heavy leather trench coats, dusters. But their regular clothing, they're wearing just reeks of magistrate, people who probably work for them. What's odd though is their collars are up and their hats are pulled slightly down to kind of make it hard for you to see their face. Give me a sense to kind of catch your eye.
Can you ever do?
Can I help them with that? But I'm not there.
I want to get.
Okay. You watch as the librarian kind of has a conversation with them. Kind of looks and points towards the back of the library in the direction that Reginald had gone. And you watch the two kind of just slightly nod towards the librarian and start walking through the stacks in the direction that you remember going.
Okay, I'm gonna follow him.
Get up. Are you being cautious about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a 5. Every time you look up,
I'm on a baby.
you know.
Yeah, but I want to.
Okay.
Right.
As you follow them, they stop, and the two of them kind of turn to look over their shoulders back towards you. They notice you, and they kind of look at each other, and they kind of split up. One goes to the right, and one goes to the left. You guys get to the library. You pull up into the library parking lot, and you can see the bus is parked in the park. No, it's blocked up, as far as you can tell. Okay. As you guys get out of the car, you see two individuals dressed in leather dusters go into the main entrance of the library. They look a little out of place. As you guys come up the stairs to meet everybody in the library lobby, you get in the lobby just in time to see Royce follow the two guys into the stacks. The two guys in the stacks see Royce, and then they split up. Get away from Royce is what it looked like to you. So you can see Royce is standing there. Back far right-hand side of the library, you can see where Morgana is like sitting at a table doing, like she's rifling through books and kind of doing some research. You can also see Jacques is over in the newspaper section. They're kind of head down doing their research.
I don't think I'll see her come in, so I was gonna go. So, Doc! Doc! They're going after Doc!
It's really loud.
Yeah.
Like the entire library kind of like looks up.
Sorry.
Yeah, and as you do,
Quiet.
yeah, it's like quiet in there, and all of a
It's like
sudden,
the Indiana Jones one where he's like,
yeah, like all of you hear Royce just like cough and yelling out something, which completely startled everyone, and everyone kind of jumps up. Since you two are still near the entrance, the two guys wearing the leather dusters come running out of the stacks in separate directions. They barrel past the two of you. Okay, yeah, give me a strike.
I rolled a 1.
So strike would be yeah, okay, give me control. That's fine. And you're gonna try to pick a pocket.
I take my 20.
Give me a hide.
Okay.
Yeah, hide. 4.
Are either of them anywhere nearby me?
No.
Doing it off of,
Because I'm not seeing like
I want to like, do a quick survey to see if I can look so.
Yeah, give me a survey. Yeah.
I mean, 2 guys, if I have 2 nervous systems to it, and I have faith. I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I got 2 6s with 1 of
Nice. 2 6s. So you jump up looking because you hear Royce. So do you. You jump up looking, you hear Royce. There's too much in your view. You're in your office, so you heard it. So you're like standing in the threshold of your office, wondering where the fuck Royce is and why he's yelling in the library.
But
The doc is
But as you look, you can see 2 people running, and they're barreling past these two at the front door. You notice Angelica tries to reach into the pocket, unsuccessfully. Not
Actually, if I heard him yelling and going after Doc, I'm gonna run out towards him. I don't mean no.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's
So
true.
he has a doctor.
Yeah.
I know.
On the butt. I get it.
Call butt luck.
I like to make sure it doesn't have
I need a hard sound.
Unfortunately, your needle penetrates, but he pulls away before you can plunge it. So they get by the two of you. It's part of just that. It's been trained into you. So as soon as you focus and see what's going on, your training just kicks in. You sprint through the stacks, and you catch up to where these two are pretty quickly, and you come like bolting out the front door. The two guys running down the stairs, you can see there's a car waiting for them, and there's somebody in the car. The car looks exactly like the one that you remember from the Hawthorne Corporation over in the Sphere. Same one that you remember being involved in the car. As the two run, the horn starts buzzing on the car down by the street. The two stop and turn, and that's when you see shotgun come up. They're leveled at you as you come out through the stairs. Both shots at you, but you easily tumble to the side and get behind a nearby planter as the shots kind of like ricochet off the planter. You two are near the entrance. You just heard the shot. What do you two want to do?
I'm looking out. But, undercover.
So you look out to see what's going on. You can see the two guys that just ran out had turned, fired their shotguns. You can see Jock is crouched down behind a cement planter, and then the two start running towards the car again after shooting. You lean around and you take the shot. Give me a control.
Wait a minute.
Two. It jams. The gun doesn't go off.
Well,
Tap, rock, and roll. Tap, rock, and roll.
You do that.
I know they switched covers. Do I realize that they took off again?
Yeah,
Both
you
the car?
quickly peek out and you see it. They start
I'm
running.
gonna,
again.
step up and just throw my knife that I have with me at it.
Yeah, give me
Yeah.
finesse. So
That's a strike or
give me control.
A control.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Great. It hits the ground, makes a lot of noise when it hits the ground. One of them stops to turn to see that you popped up to throw, and you feel like a bit of the buckshot tear into your shoulder. Just take a body. You see him take the shot. Your gun jams. Just in time for the professor to come running down the stack. What are you doing at this point, right?
I was gonna. If I see all that, I'm running out after.
Okay. You then watch as Royce runs out from between you two. You just come out in time to see him get shot in the shoulder.
Okay.
You're between these two at this point. And we'll
Okay.
get to you in a second.
Now those guys stand on the ground, or are they taking off?
One is further up near the car.
Uh,
The other one that turned to take a shot at Jock is like breech loading and now putting in shells and getting ready to run at the same time.
I'll use like punch, knock down like with my knife though. Or,
Yeah, that's right.
all right. Or I'll make this my.
Yeah, we-
Oh no, that doesn't have to go. It's them. I don't want to see the. That's before. So yeah.
Four. The guy ducks. Your knife gets him across the back as he ducks underneath you, causing you to half tumble over him, but you land on your feet on the other side. He turns to try running from you, and he continued running, but he's slow at it because now there's blood coming down his back as you kind of knifed him across the back. And then you want to do because, I mean, her gun's jammed. You took a shot in the shoulder.
He engaged.
Yeah, he's down
Oh.
further the walkway. The other guy now gets in his car. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, you tried to clear it. Give me another control. Ow, my foot. A 2. It's like, you
My
like
toe.
the slide lock slams into your thumb. You hear a cracking noise as you break your thumb trying to clear the breach. You take a bite. Give me a survey.
So I would try to stay up front because I'm not afraid of that.
Okay.
Now I'm going to try
Okay. So as all that's happening out front, you're still inside the library. You notice that Martha looks over to where Morgana is. You've gotten up and you're kind of coming forward to see what's going on. You see 3 people that clearly have their eye on her, dressed just like the other 2, and they're approaching her from behind. It's interpretive. For some reason, Martha's giving you a thing. I'm not really sure. She's like,
Come on.
Gone.
she starts pointing behind you, and that's when you turn and you see 3 guys start springing forward. They're maybe 40 feet away.
Is there a paperweight room?
You look around. There is there's actually, you're near the geology department. There's a big, like, kind of heavy rock.
A
sitting
geo.
right there. Like a
A
geo.
sharp.
Yeah,
geo.
and
Smash
totally
the skull.
exposed.
I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna chuck it at one of the guys over.
Okay. Yeah, give me control.
And I'll spend it right.
I'm gonna say, never leave the house. Never leave the house. Never leave the house.
And the dice I have is a guild. Or not enough.
Can we move? Can we just sit up this week? I'm like, like this place is a hellhole. A fucking hellhole. We can't even go to the library. I guess like Chicago.
A
5
and 2.
and 2 1. How many dice do you get to roll for control?
One, 2 nights.
And you use drive. Nice. So as you turn to see, you feel something just barely miss you. And you watch as this piece of geo goes right by you, and the first guy getting near you takes it full force in the face. You watch it like literally sticks in his face, and he stumbles forward and the 2 guys look down at him, look at you, and look past, and see this like. Goes out. I feel like 2 more stones. But at this point, they attracted the attention of some of the other people in the library, and they realized they missed their opportunity, and they immediately start running towards the back of the library. Probably go out the way that they came in.
This is crazy.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I take my 2 daggers out of my belt. Whoop! At their back.
Give me a control.
Here's
Mine
the
is-
slaughterhouse, man. This is
Mine
like
is
gonna be
their
front
back.
page news. Government agents killed the library. Film at 11.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh no!
You what? So you reach down towards. This is gonna be great.
Oh
So
my God!
so for you, it's all about style. It's all about style. So you pull the throwing knives out of your belt, pick them up like this, and normally the way you've trained yourself is you throw them in the air and catch them by the blade and throw them at people. You're like, and it's like total stigmata. You're like, ah! And both the blades have gone through your hand, and you're like, oh, fuck! You're just like cussing at yourself as you take a bite.
I don't leave a mark.
Come to the hustle, anyone?
Yes.
Please put that on.
It is chaos in the library right now. 2 have fled out the back, and then there's 1 remaining guy that's facing off with you while the other guy just got into the car. So there's 1 still, and then as those of you out front, you hear the car just do a burnout and just take off and they leave the guy
That's
behind.
messed
He
up.
stands around looking like reloading his shotgun, and he's bringing up his shotgun towards you. Okay, give me move. Sorry, give me a strike. Technically, you're punching. Not
And
hitting down.
if he's gonna do that, what I'm gonna do is I just want to roll up right up to his feet.
Okay.
So like when he hits him, like
Yeah, you have an extra D6 for this because he's helping.
Oh, I have an extra.
Yeah.
I need to try.
Okay.
That's 6.
Thanks. So,
It's 6.
yeah, you roll into the guy's shins just as he just like 5 feet out, leaps in the air, tackles into his midriff, and you just hear this sickening thud as the guy gets slammed into the ground. He's not dead, but he's unconscious. Perfect. You knocked him unconscious. Meanwhile, Professor and Martha come out the front door with a Morgana, and you're like coming with her. She's got blades through her hands, blood pouring out the back side.
It's in the bone. It's in the bone.
It's not through and through.
doors will bend into a fist.
I know. This
Okay.
We just grab and we just throw him in the car.
Madonna, our special friend.
Hey, help me with this guy. Let's get him in the car. Throw him in the trunk.
Okay.
We
So
go
you have
through and
two-
make sure
you
he
have
has everything done.
Like another one inside.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
No, he's down.
Yeah,
Get him.
guy with the,
I don't care. Let's get out of here.
I
Taka wouldn't go home. You're probably wanted for murder.
We need to grab the librarian. The
Yeah,
librarian is the one who chatted on it.
I don't know that.
We have to kill everybody in the library. Is that what you?
No.
We can't leave any witnesses.
It's the
The
librarian.
librarian is the one who called these assholes.
Yeah, check him real quick before we put him in to make sure he has any guns and stuff. I'll take the shotgun and throw it in the back seat. Take his hat, throw it in there with him.
Okay.
Come with me. His hat.
Yeah, that's not helping to do that.
Here, just put this worm in your eye. It'll make everything better.
Ooh, think I'm guilty.
Correct. Yep. In the car that you and Martha took. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, kind of. Yeah.
So they have the guy that I tackled under control.
Yep.
I'm going back into the library to see what's going on. Make sure.
Okay. So while all of you are getting everything else under control, you grab the guy's shotgun, take his unconscious body in the trunk, plunk him in the trunk. She is treating Morgana's wounds. You're getting ready to drive the van away.
I need to talk to the librarian.
We gotta get the fuck out of here, buddy. You just killed somebody with a rock.
You wanted me to get the body.
No. That or I need to ask the librarian what happened. What happened?
No, get in there. Get in the car. Last time you were on your own, you got stabbed.
Can't now start hearing sirens.
Yeah, this is what
Get out of it.
this is what my industry calls a clusterfuck. Let's get out of here.
As yeah,
I'm
as
gonna
you
grab the other body.
yeah, as you go inside, you stop the professor from coming in. As you realize the librarian's on the phone.
The police?
Yeah,
Professor
and, like
just
you
killed
look
somebody with a
over, there is a bloody stain on the ground, but the guy's not there.
We can get these guys. Corral the nerd and get them into the van.
Okay.
But no, I came back to get them in the library. I thought they were-
So
All right.
All right. See the cops coming. Pull over to the side of the road. We all duck down. Wait for them to go by. Don't. You want to see? You want to see? Let's speed to the scene.
No, that's suspicious.
Maybe we should move them.
Oh yeah.
So who's driving the van?
The professor said he's driving.
What?
Are you driving
Oh,
the
you're
van?
driving?
Well, one pair is driving the car, correct? If you're driving the car, is there anyone with you? Because she's
No, I don't have
treating Morgana in the van.
I can drive them.
Okay.
I'm about to go.
Yeah, either way. Yeah. We're
So you're driving. Is anybody with Angelica?
I'll basically keep on lookout for it.
Well, she was healing me from whatever car was closest.
Yeah, you got two controllers. Yeah. Who's got the highest control? You got two
We
controllers. So
both
we got
have
three.
two. He's driving a different car.
Oh, okay.
If we're taking two vehicles.
I just want to know if anyone's going with Angelica.
I'll go with her.
Okay. So you two are in the car behind the van. You're driving the van forward. As you come out into traffic, and then you come out into traffic, you see two cars. Suddenly, one swings in behind the van, and one swings up alongside the van. I need you to make a. I need you to make a move.
Driver's control.
Sorry, I need you to do a control. Yes.
We have the shotgun, right?
The guy's shotgun. Yeah.
642.
6. So as you see the car pull up alongside you, he leans out with a machine gun.
Oh, I never.
But you see the alleyway to your right, and you quickly heel over the van, into the alleyway. The bullets kind of like just cut into the ground as you make it into the alleyway. Give me another control as you try to stabilize the van in the process.
I throw. I have my black powder and a smoke bomb that I throw outside the window.
Okay, give me a control.
6 again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Why?
5. So as he turns at the last minute, you chuck one of your powder bombs into the front of the car, like right into the passenger seat. Goes off, fills the entire car up with powder and smoke. The guy screeches and loses control and like slams into some parked cars as you are down the alleyway. As you're driving this way and you're driving after they went down an alleyway, the other car that was directly behind them like screeches around and starts following you down the alleyway at this point. Yes. Where are you going to chase after that guy or keep going? What are you doing? Okay. Give me a control as you go to turn into the alley. Royce is going to be so disappointed in you. But, okay. You manage to hold onto control, but you kind of like bang into a parked car, but you make it into the alleyway. So the three of you now are just highballing it down this alleyway. You're hitting dips. There's a left-hand turn coming up. You want to take it or keep going straight? Or slam on the brakes.
Oh,
Man, he was a bad reputation. I'm going to get another car.
What are you doing?
Oh. What do you think? Should I slam on the brakes?
Need help?
wait. What are the options?
You can
Turn
either
left,
keep going
go
straight or turn left. The guy behind you, and you guys being directly behind that guy, there's a driver and a passenger. The passenger is about to lean out with a machine gun.
I don't have it. We don't have
No,
it.
we had the shotgun.
No, we have
Okay.
the shotgun.
They took it.
You
Pull
take the shotgun.
pull up,
and shoot the
pull up.
shotgun.
The,
Pull up.
the one with the machine
Oh, we
gun
can't pull
is-
it next time we're
No,
done.
because
Okay.
you're in an alley right now.
That's cool.
If we block them in.
Are they going to pull out the gun and shoot us?
But
No, they're aiming at the van.
Okay, well, I'll just aim at that guy and fire.
Okay, give me a control as you lean out to shoot at the guy with the machine gun.
Brace for impact.
So
Give me
I'm going to use
control.
control. That's one die.
I'll give
I'm gonna
you-
use
I'll give you
two.
a die.
Use 2 of my drive.
Is that
Okay.
gilded? Which one's the gilded?
Oh, do I get a gilded?
Oh, wait, no, you don't. No.
Okay, 5.
5. So when he slams on the brakes, it causes the driver of the other car to panic, and he quickly like pivots and swerves and slams on his brakes. Unfortunately, he doesn't control it as well, so his front end slams into the side of the alley, which gives you a chance to see the guy leaning out drop the gun, and then his head bangs up against the door jamb, and as it bounces back, your round goes like drills him right through the top.
Yeah.
He watches his lower jaw just sprays outward. The car pivots and stops, but when it jams into the side of the alleyway, the engine kind of sputters and a fire kind of breaks out in the engine
You know, the
compartment.
driver's still up and
The
or is he
driver's
knocked
like
out?
this, like he's trying to.
Can I get out? Is the alley so I can get out of the car? or no?
It's a tight fit, so if you come to a stop,
I'm gonna pick up that machine gun.
yeah, she stops. She quickly runs around, picks up the machine gun. You got enough
I-
room to squeeze out.
Yeah,
if you
I
want
run
to.
over, and before that guy could do anything, I pump one into his head.
Boom! Just, he's like, and you just take the shot, and his head like rolls backwards just in time for the. Give me a move.
Okay.
Renamed the series the King.
Yeah. 3. No.
3.
No.
So as you grab the machine gun and get back in, you notice that they're getting back in the car. But as you look through your mirror that's kind of cracked, you're like, oh shit, that engine's gonna blow. Give me a control as you go to speed forward.
Now, is that my gilded dice? Now, how do I get my
I
drive
got
back?
one more left.
If you're missing the drive, you just fill it back in.
If I use the gilded dice, or is it the highest number?
If you use the gilded
Oh,
dice.
okay. All right. I'll get one.
At least somebody's rolling good tonight. We got it.
Yeah, you peel out. Unfortunately, just as you see the car begin to explode and catch on fire, you see him running away from the car, and his whole backside is on fire.
Jesus.
You take a body, but you
Stop,
drop.
drop, and roll.
Yeah, stop, drop, and roll. But the whole back, like most of your clothes are fried, but you take like second-degree burns, like on your back.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like
Like I got a leather
flipping
jacket
towards
on.
the car. You dive in through the passenger window, just as she like guns it backwards to get away from the exploding car. Give me a control.
I write Ricky Stanicki on the bottom of the photo of Jack's account that's still on fire. Sounds good.
Well, what'd you get? What'd you get?
Let us down.
What'd you get?
A 2 and a 3. What'd you get? No. Ah, 1 and a 2.
Okay.
A 2 and a 3.
What? A 3? Okay, it's not horrible. You go gunning it out backwards. Unfortunately, somebody's walking across the alley as you come gunning backwards.
Tell me it's stopping time.
No, you hit them pretty hard. And when you hit them, their body tumbles completely across the length of the car. And then you got like
You see that it's a
slam your
nun.
head backwards and then forwards again and you take a body from striking the pedestrian. But you're able to spin out into the main road and then take off into the traffic.
You hit him, didn't kill him.
Hit him. I don't know. You don't know if he's dead or not.
I wipe all my prints off the shotgun and throw it out.
Don't throw the shotgun out the door. You did that.
What? What are the catches with it?
About a half hour later, you guys all meet up at the chapter.
Marcus, drinks, please. Strong drink.
Of course. What
please.
Are we
you
hiding
do
the cars in
realize
the
that you're
garage?
a covert group, right? Clandestine? Silence?
No, I don't think one of them got that. No.
Oh. Medical supplies down in the basement. How do you
We'll
have
take the
two
guy down in the
knives
basement.
How do you put two knives through your hands? And aren't those your bloody knives?
Marcus, focus. I walk by him and my whole back's like, you can see
Of
my whole
course,
back.
of course. Booze.
Thank
Lots of food.
Thank you,
Isn't
sir.
that
Yeah.
neat?
Thank you,
Where
sir.
it's like the guys walking away from the fire and all of their.
Yeah.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah, like why couldn't that be cool? Like Bill
What
Gibson
could possibly go?
walking,
Well, no,
walking as the
what
explosion
could
happens
possibly
behind
go
him.
wrong? Right, where
That's when
you see him in these like amazing clothes and he's walking away like he's a superhero coming away from a disaster.
You roll
But
a
then you get the
six,
backside
there's
and
explosion
all of
on
them
fire.
have burnt off back ends.
like you really roll a six. You explode. You're walking out of the alley. Explosion behind you, and your leg goes flying past you.
I still can't believe you rolled double one for throwing the knife. That was great.
Expert. Thank God you're an expert. You would have sliced your own throat.
Like we're gonna go to the basement. I'll check on the screen and camping.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. And by the way,
That's rated R.
it's barely late afternoon at this point. I mean, you guys had
Shows a
breakfast.
megabyte.
She went and got Martha from the clinic, and then you guys were all supposed to meet up at the library. So it was only like late morning, early afternoon. So by the time you get back to the house,
You got some cream for my back. Maybe pop a few blisters.
yeah, but I have these amazing
Worms. That
Worms.
fix everything. Hey, my skin's sloughing off. Awesome. Now I don't have any burns.
You call Emery?
my epidermis.
Yes, hello. Okay.
You need
We-
cleaners. Cleaners. Where do you want to clean up to at?
The worm.
I have some people that are very good and adept at containing possible exposure. What do you have in mind? What? Yes, yes. More of those. Very well. Yes, it's a tea house. Oh. We'll be sure to be cautious of that. Okay. No, we don't really do that, but I will send the investigative team to collect what they can find, and we'll let you know what we find.
We lost the investigative team.
Infected with those worms.
I know what happened.
Completely forgotten all the excitement.
Very well, I'll do what I can.
Also,
What about the library? You mean the very public, exposed library near the main government buildings? That one. Choice. Well, very well. I'll do what I can. I'll be in contact later. Thank you. He just hangs up.
Marcus,
Now you gotta take it.
Yeah.
do we have accommodations for unwilling visitors?
Yes, we have holding cells down in the basement as well.
We just need
For
some duct tape and a chair.
extracurricular questions.
Give me a duct tape, a drill, pliers, and a scalpel.
I'm going
Oh, yeah.
I want to go over to the bar and find.
Is that like a dog? We just check the butthole.
His feet will cross the floor. You see across the floor.
One knuckle each or two knuckles?
Oh, I thought you meant.
Oh, it's
do you want
definitely
to try it
two-knuckle.
first? Okay, yeah.
Did you
Whatever
have
floats your boat,
now?
Doc.
I mean, worms? You were talking about worms? What the hell? You can't do a 3 knuckle.
Anyhow, I need to
You almost
find
got
the
you, Reggie.
cheapest bottle of whiskey in the bar.
Why are they after you?
Take a drink, pour some on my shoulder, and then
I'm
go see
assuming
Mary.
because I asked the librarian.
Dr. Mary.
Some
Right
records.
there, dear. Need some of that.
Hey, from the time he asked librarian questions and went up there, how long was it before those guys showed up?
Not very. You get the feeling they were probably tailing.
Already on.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe the
We got 3 dead bodies and a kidnapped victim right now.
the liberty.
So we got to make sure we're not followed to this place and nobody can move. Who'd you patch up? It's okay, I got some Noxzema. Put it on my back.
And some pig spit.
All right, come over here. I'll pour some
Yeah,
whiskey
pour
on
some
you.
whiskey on my back.
Oh, no. Please don't do that.
Light it on fire to sear it closed. That'll work.
Uh,
All right.
So you guys patch up your wounds. Take some time to secure the prisoner down in the basement.
Now,
It's a strict,
the phone system.
Comes out with a dick on a string. Hey,
Might
I
even be-
explained.
strict cavity.
The telephone systems.
I don't feel anything. No, he's crazy.
Beware the worms. Beware the worms.
Oh shit! There's a worm.
Oh man, he's got worms.
Ah!
Martha.
Did he
how
scoot his
does
butt
that
around?
really work here?
Oh, he's. Have you seen him, man?
It's like a melted Tootsie Roll trail.
Those aren't popping.
Yeah, those are puffins. I see a pucker mark.
Those are pucker prints.
A pucker print.
Oh, so they have like a scale.
If I were to call the library, would the call be traced?
Not that kind of technology. I mean, it would not be like it. Yeah.
I will call the library. Nothing will happen.
Okay. Basically, the librarian just tells you that somebody tried to rob the library of some information. Like you can tell it's made up. He just tells you a made up story.
Someone came in and tried to rob the library.
We don't have
That is all.
Yeah,
Made
like
up a
very like nonplussed, trying to probably not make a
Downplay
big
it.
deal out of it. Yeah.
Did you see what happened? I got out of there right away.
You give me a sense as you're talking to him.
Without all that stuff, I can still do it. Would I still be able to make it?
Yeah, you could always kind of minimize that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Also, I'm going to check over everybody, make sure.
Sick. You get the feeling that someone's standing alongside him, and he's following the script.
God, I knew how to do it. It's frightening.
Me too. Good day, sir. Then hangs up.
I start writing a letter like
I will share that
from the
information
desk
with
of
you guys.
Reginald. I'm so sorry for what I've done. I can't live with myself. I'm going to set my own tone. No one else was involved. It was just signed Reginald P. Whatever dinner snipe or whatever it is. So, I'm gonna go into this room where he's asleep and cut his throat and dump his body with a new one. Because he's gonna lead him right to us. We're fucked.
They know who.
I'm gonna call the police and ask him if they know what happened. Hi, this is Professor Reginald. You know what happened? Yeah, you killed a motherfucker. That's what happened. Where are you right now? Stay on the line. No problem, I will. Oh God. God help us. This would be the most sane way to die.
This is fine. We're all fine.
Everything's fine now.
Everything's fine.
How are you? How are you down there?
Thank God. Yeah, thank God we're all psychopaths, or we'd have a real problem with this. Like, we'd be really worried that we killed somebody with a rock. No. We're gonna be surrounded in a shootout with the cops. They're gonna fire tear gas in. It's gonna light the house on fire. It's gonna be SLA all over again.
Hey, we don't know that he killed somebody with a rock. There was no body, no proof.
And you don't know if anyone's okay.
There were other people in life.
I know that you're
What
saying
were they
that.
looking at?
I witnessed it.
I killed a guy with a rock, a geode actually.
What you don't know is that his body turns to worms now.
So as
Are you gonna tell us about the worms?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
yeah, I mean, I would say you're all getting each other caught up in what happened, kind of patching each other up, getting, kind of calmed down from the event that just took place. So it's early evening by the time things settle down a bit. Okay. The thing that you notice is that after searching him and placing him in the holding cell, he has not spoken. He has not reacted in any way. Yeah, we're getting touched. This. No, he just sits there.
His eyeballs. He's not working his eyeballs.
Give me a focus.
Why don't you have the doc do that?
I will aid you.
Why don't you have the doc
Give me a
do that?
focus.
I'm focused.
I will aid you. I will give you 2 dice. It is.
And
that's my
I'm gonna come in the room with you two and try to small talk him a little bit.
You're not looking for a date here.
No, but I have a special ability that I can actually make him talk
I have special power.
Maybe you can mentor him.
to.
I'm going to discuss history with him and run into danger. I got one of the danger.
There's 2 things you notice that are strange about him. Number 1, he never blinks at all. And he doesn't seem phased by his condition whatsoever. Like, he's just sitting there doing a Goodwill Hunting where he's just staring straight ahead, not blinking or
Looking
anything.
out of his back.
Yeah, looking
You
very.
believe so?
He blinked. Yeah, you can see that he's got some wounds on him.
Knock.
And they're actively bleeding.
Really? Okay. Well, I mean, they're not bleeding anymore. I mean, eventually the wound kind of self-congealed and whatever. He just, if you're all down there kind of being involved in this, you will immediately pick up on heavy military discipline. Like heavy military discipline.
I'll pass that on.
He's a robot. Not
You gotta get some information. Sodium pentothal.
Yeah.
We should get him high. I could get him high.
Oh, he's got heroin.
No, she's got.
Hell
Well,
yeah,
we don't know
let's
what
dose
she has.
I have my my magic powder.
Let's try that one first. That one won't do last
It's
time,
it's
right?
called math.
Yeah.
So we'll do that one first.
They talk and clean her house. And steal any loose change. Her microwave and change is gone, but goddamn, what the hell?
I do it in
Yeah.
I do it in such a way that I make it look like
Do all 3. Sodium pentothal,
like
magic powder, and some
no,
heroin.
trying to hit
Right. So give me a sway with an extra D6 because you are using your power.
Well, I will give you another D6.
and my food.
You get an extra D6 from
Yeah, you get an extra
professor
one.
here. Because he can build a nuclear reactor out of a coconut.
6.
Six.
And my builded 6.
You, after she throws the powder with the kind of magic flourish that she does it with, you notice that the guy becomes very docile. Like his eyes blur. And for the first time, he's blinking. He's just got this smile on his face. Wow. So, yeah. Okay. My back hurts a lot. I mean, they train me not to let pain, interfere. Whew. I don't know what this is, but my back feels good. Oh, hi. How are you?
Hi.
Yeah.
How high are you?
I don't know what that means, but I think I'm there.
We're not trying to hurt you.
Oh yeah, you already did.
No,
So I get it.
no.
I get it.
We
Yeah,
just,
that
we,
was right.
we just need to why you came out here.
Oh well, you see, my bosses said that you guys were down in the Harvard and investigating the murder site. Well, my bosses want to know the answer to that exclusively. They don't want other involvement.
And who's your boss?
He's commissioner. No, he runs the cops, man. Runs the cops.
David? Dave?
Yeah.
Good. Nice guy, huh?
Yes, he pays well. Pays really well.
Did he have any credentials on him?
Give me all of it.
The guy that you threw in the little holding cell. No,
Okay. So
no, he is.
he's off books.
He is
Okay.
definitely off book.
So it can be traced back to the top.
Why did Gabriel know? Just from cover.
I don't know the why, the wherefore. He just specifically said, make sure no one else gets involved in these cases. These are my cases, no one else's. Keep them all out. I just told him he probably would work for some detective and so didn't need to worry about it. I mean, you guys are pretty stupid, so
That's when we thought it was what they were supposed to do with us.
And what was your agenda? What was your
oh, hey, we're gonna go kill you and throw you in the landfill. But we're paid to do.
Did you know us by name?
No, just by description.
All of us, or just
Yeah. I mean, someone saw you down at the harbor a couple nights ago, 3 nights ago, or something like that. We got a description of you, and then you got connections down the street, and someone let us know that you were down by the library. Although, gotta say, these two showing up kind of put a spin on it. We weren't thinking they were, but we recognized the 4 of you through the description. So,
Hey,
yeah, man. Hey, you look really familiar, man. Really familiar. Yeah.
I'm a famous adventurer.
Yeah, didn't your buddy die recently up north?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see you here.
What do you know about that?
Normally, you work for the highest bidder, right?
Yeah.
Relic hunting and all that shit.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing with these losers? Come work for us.
Yeah, but how do you know about this?
Let's just say he used to dabble with us a bit. A small group, man. We know where it's going to go. Heavy lifting, man. Hey, man, he kind of pulls on his bar. Let me out of here. Put a good word in for you. Because it's still going to be effect of the powder. It looks like the powder, you try to hide it. When you help me put these guys through a landfill, man, you pick your job, you get it. Do whatever you want. Don't tell them I told you.
No, I know.
His pupils are just blown out. Like he can't lie. He's like inhaling so much of the powder.
So, who and where are you supposed to contact with?
Yeah. So once we got all their bodies together, throw them in the cars, go out to the landfill. I can't think of her name right now. Some chick out in the reek that we work with.
Uh-huh.
Any building that we should go out?
Yeah, she's a booster.
And then where
Your contact.
So she gives you the money after job done?
No. We, she buries the bodies for us because she lives out there. She knows with football. We let her keep the cars. We have a separate car we take back into the Newfaire, report the job done, we get paid. Easy stuff.
Who do you report the stuff to?
Get them out to the landfill, man.
I'm working on it.
Just don't tell them.
And then who do you contact after you give the bodies to her?
I don't know her name. We meet her at the Red Lamp, place called the Hovel.
What she look like?
Tall, silver hair, 30s, 40s. She wears a veil. You can't really see her lower face, see her upper face. The Hovel's kind of exclusive. That like they tend to cater to people from the periphery.
You know, where they got like a secret password or some shit.
Oh shit, man, I don't know.
All right, well,
We just meet her in the back alley, report our job done, we'll get paid.
is there a way that we can get this guy in so like we can
Oh, that's.
maybe we can, you told us about this chick, right? That you know her? Oh, all right.
Y'all could probably glean that. I'm like, Sarah.
Okay, how long is this gonna
Do
last?
you remember this?
How long is this gonna last?
She just said he wants
How long is it gonna last?
An hour. It'll last up to an hour, and he will have memory loss from it.
Yeah, but
to just get him look.
okay, is there a way we could do this? Is there a way that we could take us up there?
You normally go.
No,
Where he thinks he dropped off all the shit.
I'm a gunner. I shoot. I don't drop.
No, I'm telling you, like, can we make him
Just like holding
not
on the
remember
bars
shit?
and see you guys talk to each other.
I just want to. I mean, it's kind of cute, but it's not my type.
So when he describes this chick, are you going like, yeah, I know that chick?
No, I just said, Sarah.
Yeah, you did.
No, that was.
So you know her.
No, that's different. That's who took the land.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's who took the land.
yeah, Sarah, you know her.
Yeah, the tall, the
Yeah.
veil wearing person.
I know that, but you know the chick that they're
Yeah, I know.
the bar. Can we just drive up there and then like okay? Is there a way that we can all you guys just all pile in the back of the car like you did,
Yeah.
and you drive up there? You drive up there with them.
I'll keep him.
Then we can find out what Trav knows.
Yeah, right.
Enough money. If not, you're not dead.
Let's just drive up there and dump his dead body out and say, hey, what deal do you have?
I don't know. I kind of want to leave him somewhere with needles stuck in his arm.
With a massive slash in his back that I gave him?
After the car chase?
Yeah.
No, we gotta make this guy disappear.
No, I want it to be.
Message in the trunk.
Message in the trunk. 5 days in the trunk.
I said, drop him in the sewer.
Here's an
Outlet.
idea. Why don't we skin him and leave him on the back porch of Commissioner's house?
Or we put him in your shop with all the worms.
No, we're stopping him from harming others. And if he's
I don't want to
he's
feed
dead
the worm.
after if we skin him after he's dead,
No. Look.
And then actually,
You got worms in your place,
yeah,
right?
my
And you said some chick showed up with worms in her hands trying to get you, right?
But the worms make them walk
Or did you
around.
say that or not?
I don't want them walking.
Listen.
I mean, as you guys are like doing this, you're looking past everyone. She still has a small jar on the basement table with the little worms kind of sliding around inside of it.
Listen.
from a
You sew his back
collection
up.
at the Red Wing.
You sew his back up. He's a first aid kit. Sew his back up. Right.
Oh,
We infect him with the worms. Drop him off at the commissioner's house. They're gonna take him in and question him. Guess what? They got a big fucking problem. This guy's got worms in him.
unless they're in on it.
Yeah, if you're in on it, but they don't want to have worms in him.
Well, that's what they tell us. We see that. The worm, yeah. Okay, I grab it. I'm gonna walk it over to see his
Here,
reaction.
here's some French fries.
Really?
What are they?
What are they?
Brains.
What is it?
Oh no. We've recovered a couple bodies because we can burn bodies and burn them stuff.
Is there anything else potential?
What? The brain. They're parasites.
What do they
Where
do?
the country from?
Oh no.
What do they do to you when you have them inside you?
Kind of patch onto your brain and make you do shit. Make you susceptible. Make you want to like spread it as well. It's like he's all the way to like the back of the cell, and he's just like staring at the jar with like true terror on his face.
How are they getting around?
I don't know how to get around. All I know is
What do you know about a
that
tea shop?
fighting is one of them. You can tell he's trying to not talk. Like,
Hey, buddy, do you want me to drop one of these into your eye, or do you want to talk?
do another spot in the powder. So the more you do it, the more damage you get caused. So, okay, all right. At this point, one of his pupils is completely blown out. You know, you can see the liquid of the eye kind of like running through.
But if they react.
And he's like, his brain is like twitching as he's like really having some bad side effects from the powder. Greenleaf, there's a group of people that operate out of that place that we've been keeping an eye on.
What are they doing?
We don't know. That's why we're keeping an eye on them. They're offloading shipments, shipping them about the city. Somebody complained that maybe they were shipping expired food products. And when the commissioner put us on the murders, he thought this was all connected, and he just wants to keep everybody's nose out of it. He knows if he cracked this case, he could win the next prime minister's election. So yeah. Greenleaf just don't work that way. What are you talking about? They're parasites. They're disease.
Do you know anyone who isn't that?
No, I mean, if you're infected, there's not much to do for it. Put you
Okay.
down like a dog.
Okay, look. The commissioner wants to solve this crime, right? And we need to have a come to Jesus meeting with them. Well, come to whatever Beelzebub, whatever God that they have in this world. I don't know. And why is he trying to solve the crime? He'd be covering up the crime, not trying to solve it.
I mean, he might not be trying to solve it. You know. You don't know. So we need to find someone who's in his person. Maybe? I'll just check on it.
You know, we ain't gonna go. I wasn't gonna go into foreign territory.
He's now got a nose. And he's having a hard time making sense.
We're going to do some water.
I'm making water with heroin.
Relax. We thank you for everything.
You have a wife and kids?
Take a nice little nap. You want
Are you guys the bad guys?
No.
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 We're good guys.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
you asking? Or is he
We're
asking?
not the guy throwing the dark
He's
treasure.
asking.
He already knows we're a bunch of murder hobos.
Oh, we're just trying to kill us.
Oh, it's just business.
So
Be-
sick.
This.
Boom! No. No.
He just eventually just goes unconscious from the side effects of the powder.
Hello, Industrial Meat Grinders Incorporated. Rental, please, over here at
This guy
175.
was just.
Selling flowers.
Right.
I'm working on an invention that shreds lumber into little bits. Maybe.
We back it up to the river.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Over there at the Asbestos Canal.
You gotta freeze the body though, because
Yeah.
like a warm body doesn't chill you.
Yeah, we'll get stuff.
You gotta freeze it solid.
Yes, yes, doctor. I don't
Yeah.
think we have to- I'm pretty sure he's already.
He's already doing a job.
Because she's gonna make sure he does. I have a feeling.
Well, the funny thing is, you guys are in the basement. You know, every now and then, you know, got to start check on him. See if he. Mark is like, you need anything down there? Busy working all.
Excuse me.
More tea coming out.
A 50-gallon barrel of acid.
Just
kidding. Okay.
Okay, like as you guys are like doing this, I mean, the guy just kind of expired. Like he doesn't die, he just kind of expires. He stopped breathing. He's just leaning up against the back of the cell, like yeah. It's like I mean, he's already showing like you can see the blue crawling up his skin from the lack of oxygen, and then he's just carrying his airway. He's just like they're not moving.
What are you doing, Doc?
prevent from being murdered.
We already are murderers. Too late.
The person I hit.
Red alert! Red alert! We're murderers.
And he's putting on his
One
You're
guy
doing the
put on his red shirt.
no, putting like a jumpsuit with a shield, and I'm starting to chainsaw.
Hey, just for the record, I just tackled with a knife.
Yeah. Yeah, then you can ask her some questions.
Yeah.
I like your idea, though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think your worship is dead.
sure it does. They had like a dead cat running around her.
No, it died, and then the worms came
Kind
out.
of like
You should like keep them alive so we can put them in the room again, and then let's let them go. It probably takes a while for the worm to take effect.
From your samples, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember getting a piece of one. You kept a piece of that one and gave the other piece to the Obscura to study. The piece that you kept, there are now 2 or 3 dozen little worms inside of the jar.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah. Waxy.
You're a doctor. Why don't you come out with a serum we can all take so you don't get worms?
Is there an anti-parasitic?
Yeah, anti-parasitic. Yeah, it's a good one.
You can give me a sense or a focus and study the worms in a little bit more detail.
Because then I feel a lot better about doing
Questions
this.
before she rolls? When the drive set reset
No. Well, but that's why.
Depends on when you do resources.
We're only
Right.
we're only one dot away from getting all of our stuff back. Get a whole refreshment.
I'll give you an extra.
You said one.
From a milestone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you get to the full circle,
All right. Well,
everything
how many
is
did we
fresh,
get the first
except for
time?
stars.
All right, everybody. look at the bottom of your sheets. Make sure that you do illumination keys. Everybody, make sure you do an illumination key.
I've already done my illumination.
I did mine.
mine.
Everybody
So,
done yours. Okay,
what did you get?
we got to make max points.
Okay. You get the feeling that these creatures show signs of bleed because they fed off of something that was very much had a lot of bleed affiliated to it. Correct. Well, no, they're normal brain leeches that are kind of common in like raw sewage areas and poorly maintained areas. In fact, they're possibly the Hollow Harbor. They come in contact with something very heavy and therefore they've become infected, and it's very much changed their behavior.
They're like earthworms and Chernobyl.
Hey, kind of, yeah, from that perspective.
Like a
They're mutating into a liquid. I thought you knew like
no, but they're like giant. I know, I saw them in Godzilla.
but
Like
I saw it on the documentary about Godzilla.
Godzilla, yeah. Godzilla minus one or Godzilla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one that I grew up with. I don't.
Hey man, movie history, folks. It's happening.
a little bit more.
This commercial break is brought to you by TTRPG.
The 90s. This
Want to know
movie.
obscure 90s movie trivia? Tune in to TTRPG. All right. So, what's the plan?
Yeah,
Not dying.
this is like
Honestly, I believe that-
We got to, and they're putting people in barrels that are obviously alive onto that ship, and it's going out.
You think that most
What's out in the harbor?
I was trying to research.
Is there anything out in the harbor, like
I
an
mean,
island
from
or
your
anything?
normal understanding, there's no islands or landmarks out in the harbor, with one exception. There's a lighthouse past the main jet. No, this is more of a contemporary lighthouse.
An actual lighthouse.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a lighthouse north of Newfaire that was built to protect from a thinning or an incursion that had happened some time ago. There's also a lighthouse built from 10 years ago from the source of what is believed to have caused the fire at the lady's house. So
I don't ever touch. That's why I carry knives. I don't ever touch firearms. I had a cousin about 10 years ago. Lost both hands to firearm accidents. I learned my lesson.
I thought he knew how to throw dynamite into a car.
I don't fuck with dynamite, and I don't fuck with handguns.
But I don't start looking at it too.
What, Mother Teresa over there? Think about it. She'll get a cult worshiper.
Worshippers,
We have that, and we have a likeness of our God on a taco. We charge $1 to see it, though.
That's her stage name.
Bumble the clown.
Or you could just go with the old adage. She's clearly a magnet for disaster. Just go sit her down somewhere, and then all the bad things will just
Happen. Be attracted.
Here's the plan. We're gonna go down to the Hollow Harbor.
With the big hook.
No,
But there are a lot of ships in the harbor. So if they're not at pier, if they're not like set up to the pier to be unloaded or loaded up, about 20 to 30 ships at any given time are out in the harbor and the bay just outside.
we need to
Plus fishing trawlers and other vessels
Okay.
come and go pretty regularly.
All right, listen. I
We're
just thought of
gonna go
something.
down to the Hollow Harbor. We're going to sit Morgan down on like a bench in the park. And we're all going to watch.
Wait. No.
They would come
Hey,
down
wait.
the
I haven't.
stairs.
No. This is
Like a half a dozen
Okay.
evil people start crawling towards
to be
her.
serious for 5 minutes out of our 4 hours. Okay. He is investigating it. And I'll tell you why I would know that. Because he specifically has people watching that tea house. He's trying to find out what's going on. He's legitimately trying to find out what's going on. And he wants to keep it under wraps. Why? Because he wants to be, he's a fucking politician.
And he has a legitimate
So
motive.
if we just roll, I'll even volunteer, I don't care. But someone that's very good at talking to people,
Eloquent is the word.
eloquence is the word, should go over there and talk to him and basically tell him, we'll let us do this for you. We'll keep it under wraps because we already know a bunch of what's going on. And if you stop having this try to be killed, we'll help you. We'll make sure that you are able to solve this. You can put it on the papers. You'll never hear from us, and you'll be able to be elected.
We'll do the work.
You get the credit.
This photo there with a lot of explosives, wire that them. That way, you know.
You shoot me, and I'll let go of this. That'd be funny. Yeah, except you go. Let's see if you can hold the switch. Roll. 2 1s. Boom.
Or we could just call him.
We just don't put one on board.
You think you're going to get to the commissioner by phone?
Well, if you use the backbone.
Okay, you know what?
You gotta spot right have a signal.
You know, it's a hand with a dagger through it. They need it.
It's a hand with a hole in it.
Oh, circle of the hand and dagger.
Oh!
Yeah, that's it.
Circle of the hand and dagger.
In dagger.
Do I know of an end, which through my contacts of an end run round to get a hold of this much?
Or who would here? Who would here have that possibility?
Give me a second on that one.
You're all no.
I know.
What do you want? Pretty kitty?
No, we're all
No, it's like you name it after the worst thing that's ever happened to you, and that makes it look good. The 13-handed dagger.
There is one person who is a donor to the Newfaire University. This donor would probably be a good person to look up in an attempt to facilitate an invitation. And
He knows that anybody we meet has a possible death sentence.
she goes by the name of Lady Annette Blythe. She sponsored the Blythe wing of the university, and she's one of those types that enjoys
Pulling strings and
like she enjoys the fact she's wealthy and that she can be involved. She believes in academia. She's always been one of those people that you thought may dabble with the idea of the occult, but never really crossed the threshold of like risking her own life to do it. Lady Annette Blythe.
We know her, then you should go talk to her.
hospital. We could get her to arrange a meeting with the commissioner.
One question going down this road that we're pursuing. Do you know whether Emmerich has any political ambitions of any kind?
I mean, as far as you know, he's devout to the Obscura. Well, it's not really a shadow government. It's a shadow organization that does its best to prevent, incursions and things spreading beyond the control and putting those people of Hale and
I just didn't
Newfaire
want
and-
to put us at cross purposes.
No, not necessarily. Well, it sounds like the commissioner, through your contacts, is definitely heavily politicized.
But he might be able to cover up our indiscretions if we get them on our side.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
we,
what I'm
we
saying.
can have a
Right.
valuable
We have a
ally.
valuable asset.
Or
We can help. Hey,
Bring a jar of worms.
he could call on us when anything funny goes on that's like this, and he can give us help to try to solve it.
And he can get all the kudos, and that would hide our involvement from him.
And he would look like $1 million.
Yes. His investigators handle this, the police handle this, and we do all the work in the show.
well, the fact
That
that
helps.
all the victims are people who were possible recruits of the Obscura. That kind of, if we give him a little taste of that.
But we can't tell him anything about the Obscura. It's just going to be,
Yeah.
hey, we're a group of people that just stumbled on this,
And we don't know that they were.
and it's just us.
the
We don't work for any organization, nothing.
average. Yeah.
Nothing about the Obscura. In my shadow or.
There was some evidence that some of those that were killed were on the short list for possible recruits in next year.
Okay.
In fact, you guys are the first circle to come into formation since the fire.
And we already fucked up. See, this is the way to number one, cover up the crimes, murder, that we have committed, okay, and get that cleared with him. Murder? No, I didn't murder anybody.
You shot a guy in the head with a shotgun.
You don't know that.
There was something.
Anyway,
I saw it in the rearview mirror before
Yeah,
the car.
he like-
He was
You
like
like
right behind
as he
you.
carried
I
off,
killed 2
he saw
people.
you crawl.
I killed 2 people with headshots with shotguns. So yeah,
Hey, but he paid the price.
yeah, I paid to look at my back, and nobody can cure me.
Self-defense. He was waking up.
So yeah, he was looking at me funny. He was looking at me mean. No, he can cover. He's the only person that could make all of our problems that we've made for ourselves today go away, and we can give him something he wants, and then he'll be a valuable ally. He'll know we'll be a valuable ally, and we can use him again, and he can use us again if he needs.
But we don't mention, like ownership or the
Oh no, we should just totally tell him.
No, not
We have to show that we're competent. Because right now we don't look competent.
But we also have to show
But
that we
knowing and
understand
admitting,
who
you
sent.
know, hey, yeah.
Well, no,
I
we don't
murdered
have to
your
do that.
guy.
We can, in a roundabout way, it's like, yeah, we heard some of your guys die trying to investigate this. But we kind of know what's going on. Wink, wink. But we know what's going on, and we can help you with this. We know you're coming up for re-election, and we can help you. We don't want any credit, blah, 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 blah.
No, he wants to become the
Private.
So maybe, maybe if she could
Primark.
get, if she could get an audience with him on our behalf,
That is our plan.
okay?
That is our plan.
And either we all go, so we can all support each other in the
Yes.
conversation,
Yes. Yes.
okay?
That is the plan.
And then we're all in it together. So if he either like wants to kill us all, we're there to help each other, or if he wants to agree, then we all know what's going on. We're a group of friends. We're all colleagues. I've worked at the museum, antiquity stuff. He's a professor. You're his doctor. We all get together and read, every week in a book club. We're the Hand and Dagger book club. No, we're all interested. All we have to tell them is this: we're all interested in obscure things. Okay,
Let's leave Obscura out of the
I know.
fight.
We're all interested in
We're all interested
strange goings on,
Eclectic.
true crime novel.
whatever.
Book club.
And so
True crime novel book club.
we stumbled upon this, and we can kind of even tell them how we kind of stumbled upon it.
We're all huge fans of encyclopedia.
And
That was
What's the
we
girl's name?
lay our cards on the table, right? And see what happens.
So one minute.
Yes.
No, we can just say
No admitting
no,
illegal activity
No.
to the commissioner.
no.
Because then that would make him culpable. Not because it makes him culpable. Because
Wait.
they are
As
all
this conversation goes from early evening to late night. Or whatever.
No,
2 points.
no, it's $10. It's 10 more minutes.
Yeah, good point.
All right.
So let's do circle points first. You contain or
Be happy.
destroy a source of bleed.
I killed the cat. Also, I called them to contain.
Correct. So I'm good with that one.
Okay.
Did you provide comfort or support for those affected?
Yes.
She tried. She tried.
I would say that Angelica's provided support. She was pretty shaken up.
The end of every assignment, fill in a point on the illumination track. So this is based on the team doing something. So did you provide comfort or support to those affected?
That's kind of draw. That's kind of
You're
that's
drawing
gonna
that one
drawing
out.
that out.
I don't know. Being
Cheaters.
forceful and making you do something that you didn't want to do is not right. Yeah. She didn't want
Wait. So, oh no. You know what? She did attempt to treat someone who had bleed, and that was the person that came in
Yeah.
to her shop.
All right. I'm okay with that
Yeah,
one.
she was trying to. Yeah.
And then when she saw that they were affected by
Well-
something that affected them by that they were infected by the bleed because the
So
worm
there's
have bleed.
the difference between the circle points versus the individual points. So that's a good candidate for if that's reflective on her individual keys. But the very first question is, did you contain and destroy a source of bleed? Right?
Okay,
The next one is, did you provide comfort or support for those affected by the bleed that was contained? So it's like these three questions are linked to each
So
other.
that's no. You too.
I mean, I did. I provided support because I got her out of the building.
Oh boy, I don't know.
No, I'm gonna say
In
no
a
on
way
both of
that
those.
protected her. Because if
To
she
be honest,
stayed
though,
there,
you'd have to
probably
say no
would've
on
been
both
out
of those.
Well, it said comfort or support. I supported her by
I'd be willing. So the third one is, did you bring something of importance back to Candela to study? I would say the phone call to Emmerich is linked to these. So I would say you got 2 of 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say 2 of 3.
Okay, I agree.
You get 2 points for that.
I feel her hands when she was attacking the paint. That was my leg. Oh, yeah, you use that.
Good one.
Ricochet.
You healed my hand.
You know,
All right, now keys.
cheater.
Individual keys. We'll start with the doctor this time.
I definitely comforted someone that
Okay.
hated allies, and I avoided fighting.
There you go.
One of my tricks.
You did. Yep. When you tackled the guy and did protection.
Mentored, made a bunch of fucking plans.
Yep.
And I did a bunch of research.
Yep.
I ran into danger.
You regularly do.
Literally.
Well, I definitely did.
All right.
That is
That should be
or
no. It's
bring 4 points to other kids.
so it's one illumination key, so you have 4 points. So you got 6 points today. 2 for the circle, 4 for the players.
Damn it, we're 1 point away.
We got 1 milestone.
Which allows you
Milestone,
to
circle up with the milestone.
so
The
milestone.
milestone on the illumination chart, and that one should be.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take that out.
Well, no, this is for
We're
the
just
circle
gaining.
resources.
Circle research. We use the circle and, I think it's supposed to be this. I'm gonna use it. They have a size of spread.
Quit going off on your own.
I need to drive.
I know, but I'm saying you're going out on your own because every time you go out on your own, you get fucked up.
Oh, I love it. I love it when you guys.
Boy, he loves it, which that should be a warning to you that he loves when we go out on
All
our
right,
own.
everyone, be kind, be safe, and don't forget.
Play it! He's robbing us of 10 minutes.